May I have your attention, please? The future that you anticipated has been cancelled. Please remain seated and wait for further instructions.
We are in a systemic crisis. I think the planet is in trouble. I think the social tensions are rising universally. I think we're looking at failure of government to take action and to take a lead.
Our current business as usual development paradigm will simply take us to a much too costly future, because now we're starting to see Mother Earth sending invoices back.
We know that the risks, if we don't start to act now, are disastrous.
We're shooting ourselves out of the stability domain.
The big mistake capitalism has made is that all we do is measure and manage the returns of financial capital.
Business cannot succeed in societies that fail.
People who will be worst affected will be girls and women and people of a minority.
The real issue has been one of urgency.
I don't want to be one of those people who has to have that conversation with their children in 10 to 20 years' time and says, well, we knew about it, but it was really just a bit too hard.
There comes a time where individuals have to stand up and be counted and be the change they want to be.
We had more than 400 guests joining us, and we've been talking about the future of WBCSD and the future about sustainability in business.
We're really embracing our partners a lot more, and so openly inviting them and welcoming them to our events and saying, well, you have a place here and we want to work together with you.
The documents and information that is being generated here is definitely progressive, is definitely vanguard.
It's about getting the members to really commit to be part of the actions that we together have designed to move towards a more sustainable world.
At this stage of engagement, we have developed an expert advisory group of academics globally, including about 70 people. They are not deciding on what the must-haves are for business, but what they are doing is giving us a wake-up call based upon the most up-to-date and accessible science that they have.
We believe that drawing upon a lot of the science that we have on the table, we can in fact translate the ultimate goal, which is the planetary boundaries, into targets, science-based priorities already for 2020.
We have two major flagship programs, one being the whole reporting and investing arena, and the other one being, of course, Action 2020. We're going to turn those into action plans for business, but also in recommendations for public policies. We will be working with all of you to create the agenda, and we're going to develop this measurement or monitoring system that will allow us to see whether the progress we need to make is actually being made by those implementations.
I'm hoping that everyone here came, as I did, with the idea that we're going to come back with at least one idea that we take home.
We have launched the integrated reporting framework. We have announced ideas to work on new concepts, and that's going to change the language of business, and WBCSD will be the voice of business in that change.
We agree with the Vision 2050, and we believe we need to act now.
I don't think we can trust the political community to do this. It's the business community that is the delivery part of society.
In very many cases, sustainability is actually also good business.
We all know the opposite risk is opportunity, and I think there's tremendous opportunities that could come out of this.
It's very important to have strong leaders promoting sustainability and standing for it, and really pushing that forward and trying to bring that to the top management attention.
It's also just a mindset, it's a willingness or a will to do the right thing.
In order to really make a change, you have to set goals high.
Try to create the spaces where you have
call it whatever, a few million, $10 million, whatever it is, that doesn't succumb to the same strictures and rules as the rest of the company. Give them that freedom to operate as entrepreneurs. Enable them to go out and build really unusual partnerships like we've done.
If you remember to be authentic, if you find the keys to what makes people change their behavior by empowering them as individuals to innovate, then you have the makings of a movement that will change the world.
That is absolutely important that government, business, and individuals get engaged.
Stakeholder engagement, but participation of local communities, local people, very key.
It's getting engaged in discussing the must-haves, what they really mean, and then starting the process to move from the must-haves to action.
If you want to be a little bit ahead of the curve, this thinking that you are pursuing here, taking what I believe is the best vision we have, your Vision 2050, into Actions 2020, is really very, very exciting indeed.
It's challenging leadership, our own leadership. It's trying to cooperate with young people in the organization. And this is what I believe, what we believe, drives change organically.
I agree.
We are creating what will be the global agenda for business action in sustainability. That's what this Action 2020 will turn into. And if you CEO or you council member are serious about sustainability in your business, you should be one of the first movers on this agenda. It is about creating a global agenda for business action. And global leaders should want to take a serious look and decide whether they want to be part of that.